Is this thing on? Yep, it's on. Hey guys and girls, it's your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens, and I'm excited. Do you guys know why? Because this is the first recording for Thought Bank Thursday. Thought Bank Thursday. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for supporting the channel. So, if you've been with me from the beginning, like September of 2020, then you would know that I started the channel off with Motivation Monday, and then I added on Wordivation Wednesday, and now I am adding Thought Bank Thursday. Now, the reason why I'm adding Thought Bank Thursday is because currently my Motivation Monday is focusing specifically on debt. And specifically, the series is called Dive into Debt. And when I say dive into debt, I don't mean get into debt. I mean dive into the debt that you currently have. However, I realize that some people do not have any issues with debt. However, they still need motivation. So that is the reason for my creating Thought Bank Thursday. So I just want to give you some thoughts, whether it's off the top of my head or something that I've written down. I may develop a question for this day and I may not, but either way, I'm still going to share some thoughts with you for Thought Bank Thursday. So, Thought Bank Thursday. Now, there were a couple of things that I could have used for today because thoughts are constant all day, every day, and sometimes even when we sleep, right? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Who's excited about Christmas? I don't know about you, but I am. I am excited about Christmas because I understand the importance of Christmas. And my Apostle Lewis at Antioch Church Ministries, he actually spoke about church and Christmas this past Sunday. And he said, as we all know, Jesus is the reason for the season. So that's one of the things that we need to remember. Jesus is the reason for the season. Now, Jesus is the reason for the season. He's the reason why we celebrate Christmas because it was his birth, right? Okay. So we know that the three wise men traveled to see Jesus laying in the manger, and they worship him and everything. Now I will say this: Christmas is also known to be associated with family, family, and family, and family. Say it again: family. Okay. So one of the things that we do not want to do is get caught up, as Apostle Lewis was saying, in purchasing a lot of Christmas gifts, okay? The main point being, do not go broke trying to get your child every single thing that they desire, okay? Case in point, do not go broke trying to get your husband and wife every single thing that they desire, or anyone else that's in the family for that matter, or any friends or anyone else, okay? Because at the end of the day, Christmas, that particular season, and I'm not talking about Jesus. Jesus is year round. We celebrate Christmas because his birth, but in addition to celebrating Jesus, we tend to celebrate our families as well, which isn't a bad thing. But understand this: the children are going to get those gifts, and 5 days later, they're not going to be able to find them, or they're going to be broken. Then you buy a gift for a necklace for someone that's really expensive, $100, $200 necklace, and the necklace breaks. Can you get that money back? No. Now, it's not about the money per se. And to be honest, you can choose how you feel you need to spend your money for whoever you want to spend it on. But I think that we devalue what it means to actually have someone else to get a gift for. So if someone says, I didn't have a whole lot of money, but, I went home and I made this gift for you, and here you go. To be honest, for someone to sit down and create a gift, like create it, is way more valuable than someone just going out and buying a gift. Now, like I said, everybody's not going to agree with what I have to say, and I'm okay with that. But I just feel like if someone actually sat down for hours to create something to give to someone else, I think that's so much more meaningful than just going and picking up something that someone else already created. Now, granted, if you want to give them what they want, that's fine. But just don't go broke doing it, okay? Now, we have children who want new pairs of sneakers. We have children who want all kinds of Xboxes and Nboxes and, all these video games and stuff. I'm not saying don't buy it for the child. What I'm saying is it worth the $400 that you might pay for the game? Is it even worth the $50 that you might pay for that game? How many games does your child have that they already do not use? Think about that stuff before you go out and purchase a whole bunch of stuff. Now, Mondays we're focusing, like I said, on dive into debt. So we're trying to get out of debt. So if you're going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars that you already do not have, then that's not a good idea. What I would suggest, now, like I said, everybody's not going to agree with me, but I would suggest you pick no more than 5 gifts. No more than 5 gifts that you feel are affordable, usable, as in they can be used year-round, and then, find something that the person wants. 5 gifts. Now, if you have 10 people in the family, I'm not going to tell you to get 5 gifts per person, right? But, cater that number to whatever fits in your budget. Matter of fact, I don't really like to use the word budget, but I think this, if any time, is the best time to use it. Budget yourself. Set aside a certain dollar amount that you do not want to go over, and do not go over it. Now, this is not one of those times where I'm going to say set a $500 budget to get everybody a gift and then spend $700. This is not one of those times where I'm saying, oh, it's okay to go over budget. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because if you set a budget, you set that because you were able to calculate exactly what you could spend without it hurting your pockets, without it hurting, you having to rob Peter to pay Paul. That's not what we want to do, okay? So if you set a budget of $500 and then you go spend $700 and all of a sudden Christmas time, y'all opening gifts in the dark. I'm just saying. And even for the people who don't struggle with money, if you're not struggling with money, that's okay. But still, take that time to show your children or significant other or whoever the best way to use that money outside of just buying gifts. If you're not struggling with money, get the children what they want. But then, hey, maybe you could take them to the store with that extra $100 you're going to spend on them and say, hey, let me model for you how to spend this $100. Let me model for you how to go through the store and pick out certain items so that it doesn't total over more than $100. Let me model for you how you have to calculate in the taxes that you have to pay on the gift. So if something is $10 and the tax is 7 cents on $1, so you're going to have to pay $10.70. So if you only have $10, then you don't want to get something that costs exactly $10 because you won't have enough. Things like that, okay? For someone who, is struggling with their, with holding on to their finances in the appropriate way, take them to the store and say, hey, let's practice staying in our budget. There's many things that you could do with that money. And if you don't even spend it, you can say, okay, this is what we practice, but now this is what we're going to do with this money. We're going to put it in a savings bank. Go figure. Thought Bank Thursday. We're going to put it in a savings bank, or we're going to put it in a piggy bank. And then when your birthday comes around, then we can use this money to go shop. See what I'm saying? There are many creative ways that we can use to not go outside of our budget when it comes to Christmas. We just have to think about it, think of an action, put it into action, and follow through. Okay, so this has been our first Thought Bank Thursday. Leave some comments at the bottom about anything that I may have said. Once again, everything that I say you may not agree with, and that's okay, because we're individuals and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I just ask that any comments put at the bottom of the video be respectful. Thank you so much. This is Green Fire Motivation, aka Thought Bank Thursday. Bye.